Hi, my name's the Ren Love, and if you're new here, welcome. I kind of do whatever I want on my channel. I go from singing to doing art, and in this case, we are ranting today. Okay, we are doing Adulting Sucks because this is a long-standing series, and this will also be a part of the series as well. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it. By the way, I'm editor me after the stream's over. Make sure to fix this. Okay, so editor me after the stream's over, fix it here, okay? All right, so thank you for staying past the intro. If you made it this far, that's awesome. Then I guess we're gonna have a pretty good time. So for the next like 8 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna rant about this, and then we'll be done, okay? But if you like it so far, become a panda baby by subscribing and pushing that bell notification so that you know when I'm streaming or whenever I am about to post something. So yeah, let's have a great time, and yeah. So basically what I'm talking about is I just moved into my new apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And I won't go into too much detail on exactly what is where I'm located or whatever, because I'm very private. But I will say this. It's been a little bit of it's been weird. It's been really weird because I don't have a roommate. I don't have a significant other staying with me. I don't have anyone staying with me except for my service animals. And honestly, it's been one of the best things for me. I'm 24 years old, and me living alone for the first time, I was very nervous. I was very scared. But after being here for about, I think, 3 weeks, I think it's been almost a month now. I have, as you can tell from behind me, I haven't moved everything in yet. But for the most part, I have everything that I need at this very moment. And I'm noticing my sleep is better. 10 out of 10 sleep. I don't have as much issues with that anymore. I don't really feel the need to be worried about a lot of stuff either. Now, I worry about bills more because it's all on me. But the thing is, that price to pay for peace is honestly worth it. I work overtime. I will run my business. I'll do anything I need to do to make sure that I get where I need to be, right? So it's just kind of that is one of the things that I will say is kind of hard at first, is getting used to having to pay for everything yourself. And I think that is something I will have to report on you guys next time, on if I actually like the process of getting used to paying bills on your own, because it's not really a process outside of you have to do it. You have to pay. Like I also paying attention to what you need for your lease. Like my dog and my cat, they're here for free because they're both service animals. However, I do need to have a pet policy and a rent policy, meaning like an insurance policy for both of them in order for me to live here. Plus, I'm month to month. So that puts a little bit more pressure on me because I want to make sure that I have a good standing relationship between me and my landlord. That way, they're okay with me staying month to month instead of it being a year. And honestly, there is a really good thing about that, because guaranteed, if I don't like something and they don't like something on how it works, we can just stop. And I think that's way better than risking an eviction or risking me having any issues. So that is one of the things that I'm very happy about. What else? I will say as well that adulting sucks in the event that like I had to move by myself. Like my roommate did not help me with moving anything out. I did pretty much most of the labor for that. My neighbors and maybe one of my friends helped me with the aftermath, or maybe like cleaning up or getting something into a U-Haul. But because of schedules and the pressure of having to move and the time frame in which I had to move, it was just extremely hard to get everything done. So this is where you really need to have a community of friends to help you and have better planning. I didn't really have a choice. I kind of had to just figure that out. So hopefully I stay here for the next couple of years, or, I'm here for a decent amount of time, because living on my own, I will say I really like the peace. I really like the quiet. I can't stress that enough. People think, oh, living with a roommate will be better. You can split everything. But the thing is, your roommates tend to suck. They tend to not do what they're supposed to. And I'm a person of cleanliness, and I'm a person of, like, if I need help, I want you to help. Or if you need help, I'll be here to help. But I won't help if the other person isn't going to help me on a regular basis or do what they're supposed to do on a regular basis. Such as, like, oh, I cooked, maybe you should clean. Or, oh, I'm doing my laundry and your laundry's everywhere. I don't need to be monging my roommate or my spouse to clean up after themselves. Like, I that is the sucky part about adulting, is you realize who is your real friend and who is not. Who is your real person that you want in your circle or not. And me personally, if you're sitting here and you say, oh, I love you, I'm your friend, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what was missed there because the cord fell out and I can't play it back at this current moment. But basically, take it from me, getting a roommate and on its own sucks. It just sucks as an adult because you have to worry about another person all the fucking time. And people are like, oh, well, I'm just nonchalant. Well, then you don't care about your housing situation. Because if I have to check if Billy Bob Jr. over there, it hasn't done his laundry and it's stinking up a storm, now we have roaches. Oh my God. And the place is still in my name. You see what I'm saying? It's just very much like, if you're going to have a roommate, there needs to be a long talk about boundaries and what you're going to do when you have them having there. Because living by myself, I have realized not having to worry about a freaking roommate, not having to worry about, if I bring someone over, I don't have to ask someone, I can just do it. If I want to, do things with someone and I don't want them around, I don't have to say anything. There is just so many good things about living alone, guys. I am desperately trying to tell you, it is so awful. I feel like I've had barely any good experiences having a roommate or having a spouse live with me. It's like, that is when the tables turn. That is when you find out who that person is. That is when you find out who is actually reliable and who is not. And even if it was a good time during, there are a lot of times where it ends badly, and that is why it sucks. That is why it sucks. Now, the real part about adulting sucks when it comes to living on your own is the fact that you do have to pay everything on your own. You have to pay every single dollar, everything. And if you only have one job, that sucks. I mean, I have one job and I run a business outside of that, which is my art business. And I'll put something on here after the stream is over and put that in the, edit it in here somewhere so that you have I'll put the link to my shop below. But like, it is so crazy to me. It is insane to me how, like, you find out who your friends are when you move in with them. You find out if they're really your friends, or you end up finding people's dirty fucking secrets most of the time. But my experience with being with roommating with people has just been dog shit. Like, maybe like I said, during it can be fun, but afterwards it's not. And I'm gonna be so honest. I feel like relying on yourself is the best option. And I understand that there are situations where you physically can't live without a roommate. And that is where I commend you, bro. I commend you for being able to handle that, because I definitely cannot anymore. I have no patience for anyone that I live with. If you're nasty, if you're grody, if you're doing all this, you got to get the F out. Genuinely. Like, I don't have the energy for it anymore. And I think that is a problem that a lot of people might find when doing that. And living alone, I worked 36 hours the other day. And I was just so happy because that was a $400 immediate for me. Like, it feels like I have to work until I die to live, but oh my God, that little slice of heaven that you call your home, it is worth it. I understand why people work so hard. I finally understand why people spend hours and hours and want to work. And it's because the reward of working and getting your money is so awesome. And I understand that people want to have a life. I have a life. I do have a life outside of work. But like, my bills are more important, and me living and not being homeless is more important. Also, how can I fund living if I am broke? Like, that's a genuine thing. How am I supposed to afford to live if I'm broke? Like, genuinely. I mean, life as an adult does suck, but the one thing that you can at least rely on when you are living by yourself for the first time is you can know that you can rely on you. You know that you will pull up for yourself, that you will make sure that you'll do what you need to do for yourself. And that is something that I am so proud of myself for. I am proud every time I clean my dishes now because it's just me and there's no one else here. I'm proud of myself when I clean up after myself because it's like, okay, period on being an adult, period on taking care. That's on taking care of yourself. And sometimes it's annoying and I don't want to do it, but like, it's just, it strengthens your brain, bro. It really does. It strengthens your discipline and your brain. So that is pretty much all I have for you guys. It's just like a 10-minute, maybe like 9-minute rant about living alone and what it's been like. Definitely recommend if you have a good job. If you don't really have like the money to be able to do it, that is completely understandable. But please understand, please work towards it because it is definitely needed. Make sure to pay attention to your lease and make sure that it works for you. Remember, this is your home. You do what you want with your home. You don't have to listen to nobody outside of your landlord about your home. So I really do hope that this video finds someone who really needed to be someone that they can relate with, moving out on their own and having that experience. I definitely will be talking more about what it's like living by myself. Because I feel like that's not talked about enough, especially in America and with all the crisis that's going on right now. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you enjoy the video after the stream. And may your journey of finding, a place to live on your own and it being affordable do you well. Because trust me, it's not for the freaking weak. It isn't, but you'll be so proud once you do it. You really will. So. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.